Hi everyone, and welcome to today's training. My name is Michelle, and I will be going over custom domains. For those of you who aren't really sure what a domain is or why you might want one, let me go over that a little bit. So, a domain is what people type into their browser to find your website. An important function of domain names is to provide an easily recognizable name and web address for your online business. Getting a domain name involves registering the name you want through a domain registrar like GoDaddy. For example, if you choose a name like mystore.com, you will have to go to a registrar and pay them a registration fee to get that set up. So if you're simply purchasing a domain name from a registrar, that doesn't mean that you have a website automatically. It just means that you have a name or a web address ready to go, but it won't be anywhere until you do a couple of things, and those are the things that we are going to go over today. It's important that you know also that you must build the website and find a host for it, and you can do all of that with Selz. So once you have your domain name, all you have to do is just connect it to your Selz store. So Selz provides you with hosting, storage, and a way to build your store. So you just have to set up the domain. I also would like to point out that if you want a custom domain other than the free just mystore.selz.com subdomain, you will need to be on either the standard or the pro plan to access this feature. If you have a domain name already and simply want to connect it to your Selz store, we'll be going over that as well as how to purchase a brand new domain and how to customize the free subdomain in the format of mystore.selz.com or example.selz.com. If you're just getting started and wanted a basic how to use Selz webinar, I recommend checking out the Getting Started with Selz webinar next after this one. If you're a little bit confused and you want to know how to add items or just customize your themes, that's a really good place to start, and you can always come back to this webinar later. So let's go ahead and get started by customizing the free selz.com domain. First things first, we're going to want to log into selz.com, go to your dashboard, and we're going to click on Store, Settings, Domain. So this is the domain I was talking about. It's in the format of your store, whatever you want to go before selz.com. So you're just able to customize the subdomain. It can be whatever you want, and you can always come back to this spot and change the beginning part of this domain if your store name changes, and we'll let you know if for some reason the one that you have selected is not available. Next up, we have purchasing a brand new domain. So we're going to stay within the store settings domain panel within your Selz dashboard for showing you guys how to set up either an existing domain or purchasing a brand new one. So let's go ahead and click that we want to purchase a brand new domain. And today we're going to purchase one from Google Domains. And Google Domains is available in certain countries only, the United States, UK. You can take a look at Google's website if you're unsure about the country that you reside in. But basically, what you're going to want to do is click Buy Domain, type it in, and then when you've decided on a domain, you are going to click Buy, and you'll be taken to the next page. Decide if you want your domain to auto-renew, if you want to set up custom email for your new domain, and then you can put in your credit card information here. And once you're done, it'll be connected to your Selz store straight away. If you're outside the list of countries that are included with Google domains, you can purchase a domain through iwantmyname.com. And it will be the same process, just follow the steps. So now we're going to go over how to add an existing domain that you own to your Selz store. And this might be a domain that you purchased on a site like GoDaddy, or maybe with a different website host, and you now want to point that domain to your Selz store. So to do that, once again, we're here in Store Settings, Domain. We're going to hit Manage, Existing Domain. And here we have the steps laid out for you. I'm going to go over all of these. If you haven't seen these steps before, or you haven't done anything with domains really before, don't be intimidated. We're going to go over each step one step at a time. And what you can also do is when you click on existing domain, we have a link to our support article right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And I'm going to scroll down to adding an existing domain here. And this is what we're going to go over today, adding a root domain. So this is going to be if you want your store to be accessible, either just yourstore.com or www.yourstore.com. What we're going to do is I'm going to go to my GoDaddy account, and I'm going to edit 2 records that I currently have set up with my domain. So let's just go over to GoDaddy. So here we have the domain page right here, my domain manager. And this is the domain that I've purchased here. And we're just on GoDaddy.com right now. What I'm going to do is click right here and manage DNS. So it might be different if you're using a different registrar. Okay. You're going to want to look for where it says records. First off, we have an A record here. It'll have an A right next to it. And we're going to edit that to be the address that's also in the support article. So let's go back to the support article. What you can do is you can just copy this over and paste it right in. Hit save. And now you're going to look for the CNAME record. And it's going to be for www and point to this address that you can also just copy and paste from the support article. Hit save. And now that that is set up, that's all you have to do here. We're going to go back to the Selz dashboard and type in that domain here. Hit save. And just be aware that this can take 24 to 48 hours to work perfectly. I see that it says valid right here. This all looks good. So let's go ahead and just type that into Google real quick. And it's working. Awesome. Okay, so that was how to set up a custom domain for your store, to connect an existing one that you own, and to also edit the Selz.com subdomain. If you do have any questions, going through the process of setting up the custom domains on your own, feel free to live chat with us using the little purple bubble anytime you're in your Selz dashboard, or send us an email to support@selz.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Definitely check out our other webinars. We have one about getting started with Selz, as well as setting up your Selz store to work with a WordPress site. So check those out and have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.